Hi, I'm Bill Allred, and welcome to another edition of Indie Popcorn, your guide to independent cinema. Do I have to say the thing about kernels? And other kernels of knowledge. You see, kernels, popcorn, you get it? We're here at the Salt Lake Film Society, and usually I wear a microphone right here, but today I don't have to because we have a new crew member. It's Colin, and he's holding the microphone for me. Doesn't he do a great job of that? He's so cute too, isn't he? Today, we're going to be talking about bullying. East Hollywood high school students will talk about bullying and some of the unlikely heroes who've helped them stop it. We'll also talk to some groups that are opposed to bullying and anti-bullying efforts that they put forth. So let's take it away.
I was bullied from first grade up to ninth grade. It's kind of like my entire school life was kind of just being bombarded by like dumb kids.
So during that time, you know, I had to endure a lot of bullying, especially names, a lot of physical violence.
My friend was allergic to milk, so I had like cookies with me all the time because I was fat when I was a little kid. So I was like, I'm gonna get these cookies, and he's like, I don't want you to because it makes me feel bad. And I was like, well, I don't care. And then he like punched me in the face.
Like 4th grade to about 8th grade, and I was in my first middle school when I was walking down the hall one day to go to class, and I had a girl run up and she punched me in the back of the head. And my best friend was standing right there, and when I asked her to come vouch for me at the principal's office, she wouldn't do it. She didn't want the extra confrontation, and she just wanted me to forget about it. And then I left and I went to a new school. And then I made friends with this girl, and then she did the exact same thing, as in bullying me in every way that you could possibly think of. And so I decided, instead of going to a teacher or going to someone to attempt to help, because nobody ever really did, I decided to take it in my own hands.
So I'd eat lunch in one of my Spanish teacher's room, and just so I had somewhere to sit without being annoyed.
Trapped like that, you don't have any friends, nobody's going to stick up for you. That's always, that's when you need a hero, you know? We cut.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Acting class, and the teacher was always really, really harsh on me, and I never understood why her critiquing was so much harsher on me than anyone else in the class. And during parent-teacher conferences, my parents asked, like, why do you grade her so harshly? And she said, because she has potential. And that was the first time in my life, besides my parents, who had ever told me that they believed that I could actually do something. And after that, I found East Hollywood High, and I found they had a film program and an acting program, and I came here and I just fell in love head over heels with everything in the film industry. And now I'm really successful. I'm only 18 years old. And I produce and direct Indie Popcorn, and I've acted in a web show with my school, and I'm president of my family's company, and I'm going down at the end of March 2015 to take business classes to get it up and running.
My mom came and picked me up, and she was my hero that day.
After those 3 years, I saw my sister again, and we started going to the same school, and it was really great because it felt like I had somebody again. And then, you know, it was really great years. It was just like normal. She was telling me she'd beat people up for me again, and it was just nice having a sister again.
And I wouldn't have been able to do that without Miss Stark from Elkridge Middle School and Mr. Cox from Elkridge Middle School, who was my counselor. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and you honestly saved my life. I wouldn't be sitting in front of this camera today with this web show if it wasn't for you two.
Sometimes taking a stand against bullying starts with a dream of change and a very different kind of mask. Here's some East Hollywood High alum who took a stand against bullying with a film about a different kind of hero.
Jeremy, tell me about where the concept for Jello, a Great Hero, came from.
And so we just started like talking that night. We were like, all right, let's make some epic movie. Let's make it really epic. And we kind of just started saying things off the top of our heads. It's like, all right, it's gonna be a kid who gets bullied, and then everyone's gonna stand up for him, and it kept going through these changes, where by the end of it, I was the main part where I was like, he has to die.
Like, who wrote that monologue that you say at the beginning? Because that's a really, really powerful monologue.
It was mostly Tony, I'm pretty sure, because he had just barely done that whole slam poetry competition thing, and he was just barely getting done with that. We had just watched a bunch of that, and we were like, all right, we want to make a narrative that's sort of like that, and sort of like Batman as well. So actually looking for bullying, keeping it up, like if I saw people doing it, I'd make sure to let them know, like, hey man, that's not cool. I know you may think you're being cool.
Is there anything that you would like to say about bullying and how it's not okay and how you should not do it?
Well, like you said, I mean, it really is not okay. I don't like it just because I have been bullied, but if you don't think it's okay, you actually have to step up. You can't sit there and watch it happen, because actually doing that is worse than being an innocent bystander is worse than being the person bullying them. You got to go up and talk to the bully and let them know that what they're doing, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing, and it can damage someone.
Have you ever had an unlikely hero in your life? Or maybe you've helped someone stand up against bullies. If you have, let us know about it. And if you've seen a great independent film, let us know about that too. Use the hashtag IndiePopcornTV. And if you've made a film, we'd like to include it here on Indie Popcorn, so let us know about that too. Well, that's it for another episode. I'm Bill Allred. We'll see you again next time. And remember, always ask for extra butter.